Today is November 8th, Election Day, as we're recording this. And to get away from all of the different ads and everything telling me I should probably go and register to vote, which I'm not gonna do, at least not this time, 1 second, I've decided to escape and record a couple fanfiction-based videos. I mean, what better way to escape the realities of this harsh, cold, echoey world than talking about Zootopia Fanfictions, or, more specifically, Lower One Button Guy 15 here, and welcome to yet another installment of Reading Your Reviews! Yay! This first one's from Candlefire23. It says, or she says, where's their child? Good story though, it just threw me off. Now, I understand the desire to have... No, that's wrong. I understand the desire for these two adorable, perfect characters to have a child of their own. I have it too. But not yet. Not where you are at chapter 4 of Strongest Bonds. Not yet. Not until after Family Ties either, unless you want to go read a fluffy fic a day keeps the boredom away, where I do have some father-son moments between Nick and his kid. Anyway, so yeah, there is that. So Miss Baquero says, Bad Nick. But at least he was honest about it, and it was only instinct-based. I'd be so upset if he intentionally cheated on Judy, but he didn't. So yay, character development! At first I thought the assistant vixen was actually Nick's mother, until he named her Vivian. I forget there are other foxes at play. As for the surprise, I'm guessing there's more to it than moving apartments? After all, you need more room if you're gonna raise a litter, and if she told the landlord this, I can see the reason the armadillo would be so generous about giving them more space for the same price. If it seems like I'm pushing for pregnancy, pun totally and unapologetically intended, that's because I see signs that point to that conclusion. I mean, come on! We have an extremely hungry bunny. What else could that mean? Besides the fact that she's hungry. LOL. Again, about the desire for these two characters to have a child. It's not gonna happen in the Strongest Bonds, and probably not, definitely not in the Family Ties. Not until after that. You do bring up a good point, the armadillo giving them more space for the same price. That was me trying to make the world, oh, it's so perfect! Look at everything working out for them! And then, you know, it turned kind of sinister whenever Hunter got around, so that was actually kind of neat. But that was me in my very naive mindset of everything should be just fine. No, younger me from the past, everything should not be just fine. Just read Family Ties. You'll know what I'm talking about. Miss Vaquero again says, all in all, I was extremely satisfied with this chapter. The reason for Nick not attacking Judy was super adorkable. I noticed there had been a considerate amount of emphasis on the color amethyst throughout the story, but not to the point where I deemed it significant. Well played, good sir. You surprised me with that beautiful little detail. This chase was awesome! There was so much going on, and I loved how Nick's instinct was helpful in raising his awareness for danger. He had me worried a while with that gun. I already envisioned Nick or Judy sacrificing themselves for the other, just like a repeat of Bogo's wife. I'm so glad it didn't come to that. I'm a bit sad to see Hunter go, but it was an epic death scene. And better him than my OTP. Also, Nick is not dead. No. Nuh-uh. He's not allowed to die. I hast agreed that this too shall not be done. For if Nick should touch his death, flame shall rain upon thy inbox to smite thee. Kidding about the flames, but still, Nick's not allowed. P.S. You, my fellow Whovian, are simply... fantastic. I think you've read the rest of the story because I haven't got the flames in my inbox. It was really fun for me, first writing this, to incorporate Amethyst as that sort of plot point. You know, the reason why Nick remembers Judy. I mean, at this point, this was like back whenever Zootopia was still in theaters, and so I had very limited access to like the different characters and everything. I didn't even know the names of all the other officers, which by now most everyone knows by heart. which is kind of crazy. I didn't think too much about instincts or like the fact that foxes mated forever, or for life. But I thought it was like a neat little detail to put in a little bit of amethyst in there to do that thing. So that was really fun to bring up. And the fact that it fits so well with that Doctor Who scene from Death in Heaven. And it's love, it's not an emotion, love is a promise, and he will never hurt her. The Doctor Who Series 8 finale, Death in Heaven. One of my favorite episodes. I love it. And so yeah, that was really nice that coincided with that. And of course, Nick and Judy are my OTP too. I wouldn't kill them. No, I wouldn't kill them. It was such a fun project, the Strong Spawns. Really, so fun. Hebocake, or Hebokake, says, "Ah! My teeth! It's too sweet! My god, I love this idea! Just happy stories, where I know they will always be happy, or they will be happy at least. Love this, very well written, can't wait for more. This is for a fluffy figure day, keeps the boredom away." Now, I started this because I was having some major writer's block with one of the chapters for Family Ties, and it turned out very nice, sweet and fluffy. And I also started this because of what happened with Family Ties. I'm going to coin it the Chapter 9 incident. Not my proudest moment in my fanfiction career, but it did spawn this idea where I just write fluffy stories for everyone to make them feel happy, and also gave me an outlet to get over my writer's block. So that's very, very nice for me. HP Alex 13 says, "I'm going to have to check my blood sugar because of how sweet this chapter was. Don't get diabetes, I don't have any more insulin, I use it all on myself." Engineer 825 says, "Oh man, the fluffiness is too much. It burns the sorrow and warms the soul. I both curse and praise you, dear writer. For my face now aches with a smile that is a hair shy from becoming permanent. The only course of action now is to give a fave and select the follow tab without a moment's hesitation. You are very welcome for both the pain and happiness that I have given you. I will keep giving it, as long as you read the story. Forever." Guest says, "OMG, the fluff in here made my day. Thank! I like this story. I wonder which choice Stan is going to choose for his birthday." Now, in Fluffy Figure Day Keeps Boredom Away, Stanford Wild is one of my ideas for Nick and Judy's kids. And for his birthday, he gets to choose between having the birthday party at Nick and Judy's office at the ZPD or back in Bunnyboro. And as you can probably tell, or probably guess, that's one of the toughest decisions a 4 almost 5-year-old can make, honestly, because you have all of your parents, awesome friends, and fellow officers at the ZPD, but then you have probably the coolest grandparents after they've gotten over Nick and everything, and the hundreds upon thousands of aunts and uncles that are in Bunnyboro. So I may do a follow-up chapter for that. I highly doubt it, but Stan's got life cut out for him. He's got it good. He's got probably the coolest parents in all of Zootopia, and the coolest environment to grow up in with Bunnyboro and the ZPD, so he's got quite a bit going for him. Seymour of Terrell's Wild Hop says, "Oh, that was quite fluffy. I'm glad you didn't decide to pull a Judy is killed at work, thus killing the fluff and surprising the reader story. I've seen a few of those popping up lately, so thank you for not doing that. And I was totally thinking that this was canon and that Victor gained amnesia and became good again. So, I had not heard of these kinds of stories, and nor do I want to come across them. Sustained injuries was already enough with Judy being dead and me wanting her to be alive, but then, Nick having to... Gosh darn it, Blind Strike, why'd you have to go do that? But that's kind of mean. What to someone who wants to come to a happy store and all of a sudden, boom! Angst. But still, some of us do like it. It brings a nice twist. So I'm rather conflicted on this. Yeah, Guest says, "Well, it was a pretty decent story until you decided to turn it all dark and angsty. You've just lost a reader. We have enough darkness in the world. Why do we need more of these stories?" The base of why I'm writing these stories is more for myself, because I have these ideas. It's kind of what fanfiction is. You have these ideas about one of your favorite stories and one of your favorite movies, or TV shows, and you want it to go down a path that it probably won't go, or you don't want to wait for it to go down that way. And so mainly it's for yourself, and that's what I'm doing with this story. I'm sorry to see you go, but that I've had this story be sort of angsty from the beginning, even back whenever it was a simple Nick and Judy go undercover and infiltrate Victor Wilde's gang to, as a favor for Mr. Big. It was going to be somewhat dark because basically it was going to be about Nick and his dad, Well, how would you feel if your father, that you haven't known for a while, resurfaces and is suddenly like a huge bad guy? So even then it was still going to have some angst. I just upped the ante a little bit to really sort of sell some of the plot points that I'm trying to maybe or maybe not hide. Besides, I've already rewritten some of the story to the way I want it to be. Chapter 9, I done goofed hard, and so I toned it down a bit, but it was still serious. And now I'm comfortable with how serious it is. But to each his own, I'm not going to make you stay. I'm not going to change my views for you. You go read something happy. You go. Another guest says, "Great chapter, and yes, bring on the angst, darkness, emotional roller coasters, the tears and heartache. I'm so excited. I love when things take a dark turn every now and then. I'm so excited to follow the growth and twists and turns of the story. It's like watching a beautiful flower grow from the ground up. There's no pleasing everyone at all in the story. There will be people like this who simply adore angsty stuff, and there are people like the last review who don't like angsty stuff. Honestly, the further I get away from chapter 9 and all the strange and all the emotional drainage, all the emotional exhaustion that it brought, the better I'll feel, and the better the story will feel. I know I don't have a lot of my readers watching this just yet, but in case you are from way in the future, I want to thank you all for your reviews, basically helping me realize that my change was for the better, that this was an actual, good decision instead of one that, would hurt the story. And so thank you all for that. That's really helped. And that's all I have for this reading your review. Sorry I got kind of serious in the end there, but I actually saw that guest review. I was like, I need to do another reading your reviews as soon as possible. I wanted to address it. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, why not hit the like button, share it with your friends. If you're new here, why not consider subscribing? Also remember, stay tuned for more gameplays, animations, and other cool videos like this that I may have in store for you. See ya!